Good afternoon. This is Mei Lan Xiao from Belgian Chinese Tea Associations. Often when we heard people talking about the good tea, the definition about good tea. Of course, some people probably will say, which tea is better than the other tea, or which tea from which part of the world is better than the other part of the world. So the people are using the tea to compare it with tea. As a matter of fact, I love all tea because they all have its own unique characters in terms of flavors and taste. So I will not prejudge the tea without giving myself a chance to taste it. But today what I'm going to ask you is, what is the definition of a good cup of tea? For example, today what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, not when it comes to the quality grade, maybe it's not the top. It's a machine picked 4-season oolong from Taiwan. Okay, so what do we want to evaluate from this one? I think personally, my definition for a good cup of tea have a pre-brewing and post-brewing. Pre-brewing is, first of all, I want to know how the growing environment and the conditions are all about. I want to know whether the tea trees grow in a very healthy environment and also conditions. And second point is, I want to check how is the production process being managed. Especially oolong has a very complex process, so each step has to be correct to bring out the best character of that tea. And also whether the tea has been refined process or not. And this one has been roasted a little bit after the Mao Ca, because the 4-season we want to maintain its floral, soft, and pleasant flavor. So there tends to be not over roasting too much. Now that is the preconditions. Because of these preconditions, when it comes to the brewing, the first thing is the taste has to be clean. Has to be clean. So for a good cup of tea, the first thing is, how's the flavor and taste of the tea? Does it match with the authentic characters that tea is supposed to have or not? And the second point is, when we brew the tea, are we able to bring the flavor and the fine notes of the flavors into the tea liquid? That challenge you, how much do you know about this tea? How much attention you are willing to pay to that particular kind of tea when you're brewing it? And third, definitely for tea that has gone through fermentation, that's been oxidation process, and either in the Mao Ca, the pre-process phase, or the post-process phase, the tea, how many times this tea allowed me to brew it? Because hand pick quality or the machine pick quality, when we evaluate, we want to see how many times I'm able to enjoy the brewing from this one. So there are basic criteria for you to evaluate whether this tea is a good tea or not. But each tea, even in the same conditions, same tea type, same region, same type of tea, for example, for 4-season, because this is a machine picked, so I have to be careful with the water temperature, because if I brew it with a less attention, it can become a little bit more bitter. So how to make a cup of tea is very challenging for you, how much you know about tea.